Kitty kiss. What's up, my wizards? Dev from SBMTG. We got 4 spoilers, actually 3 new cards and 1 card we've seen before. Today from the mothership at Wizards of the Coast, it is officially spoiler season. These are happening every day. And I think that some of these are actually like really exciting. So let's go ahead and take a look. First card we're going to look at here requires a translation. I'll give it to you. This is Eldrazi Mimic right here. And here's the translation. Basically, whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield under your control, you can choose to have Mimic's PT become that creature's PT until end of turn. Its base power and toughness becomes that creature's power toughness until end of turn. Very important, that EOT. But in any case, the first thing I thought was Phyrexian Dreadnought, right? I mean, first turn in Legacy, you can very easily play this, then play a Dreadnought. Doesn't matter if you sack the Dreadnought, you have a 12/12 until end of turn. You can like do stuff with it and then attack. Make it haste, pump it, blah, blah, blah. It's totally possible. All I'm saying is Phyrexian Dreadnought. But in Standard, people are saying with Endless One, I could see that, yes, but we also have just a ton of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 power Eldrazi, you know, so that's cool. If you play an Ulamog, note that it doesn't copy the creature, it only copies its power and toughness, so you can play an Ulamog, get a 10/10 Mog, and get a 10/10 Mimic. That's pretty cool. Same thing with Desolation Twin, you get a 10/10 Mimic. So there are definitely tricks, and I love that it's just an on-curve 2-drop, a 2-power, 2-mana guy, which this deck and the colorless or artifact deck in this format really needs. I feel like for the blue-red artifact deck that I made like 2 or 3 months ago, like I had to use like Ruined Servitor in that deck, and that's like not good. This, on the other hand, is insanely good, I think. And yeah, it relies on top decks as you go through the game, but that's cool. I mean, you can top deck a 6 or 8 power guy. This guy becomes a 6 or 8 power guy. That's really good. And in the meantime, it's just a perfectly acceptable 2-drop. You know, this card never is bad for the most part. I love a lot of the things about this card. Mimic abilities are usually playable in most formats, you know, Clever Impersonator notwithstanding. But still, Mimic abilities are good. This could see play in Modern, possibly Tron, maybe. But mostly I'm excited about Phyrexian Dreadnought interactions and Standard. I think this does have a fair amount of Standard playability. I want to quickly touch on Seagate Wreckage, which we did know is Seagate Ruins until just today, you know, thanks to a mistranslation. But still the same card, still an insanely powerful effect. You know, it's compared to Library of Alexandria. It's not that card, but still compared to Library of Alexandria. And just, it's great. I like it. I've already ran it in the big red deck that I've been working on since Chandra was spoiled. And I think it's a fine card. I've played with it in many a game now, and it's wonderful, you guys. This card I'm almost certain will see play. It's been too good for me in testing to not see play. This is Ruins of Oran-Rief. I love that Oran-Rief has been, like, mentioned on cards before, and here's the ruins of it. That's cool flavor. But in any case, this card goes with Hangarback Walker, right? I mean, I haven't seen, like, really any discussion about this card yet, because I'm pretty sure it's all just going to be Hangarback Walker. Obviously, it works well with Eldrazi and other artifact creatures, too. We'll probably see some play in Standard in the Eldrazi deck, but at the end of the day, Hangarback Walker decks are going to love it. It's going to see play in Standard, and it'll probably see 4 of play in Eldrazi decks and stuff like that. So I hate that it comes into play tapped. I am not a big fan of that. Like, I don't even really like Mirror Pool because it comes into play tapped, and Mirror Pool's a really good card, but this is just cats. This isn't as good as Mirror Pool, almost certainly, but it has, you know, really good interactions, so we'll probably see it. Last card I want to talk about is probably the one that I'm most excited about. Again, I'm a nerd for removal. This is Immolating Glare, which I think is a sweet name, first of all. Sweet art. It's going to look really good in foil, but let's get past all that. This is a strictly better kill shot, and I already like playing kill shot in sort of budget decks. You know, I think it's good budget removal, and it's really good in limited. This is just much better. It costs, you know, 2/3 of what kill shot costs. But kill shot notwithstanding, let's just say that this is going to be staple Standard removal. You know, when Gideon's Reproach came out, I liked it because I wanted a 2-mana instant speed removal option, and I think that it's not strictly better than Reproach because I think, if I'm not mistaken, that Reproach is attacking or blocking creatures, so it's not strictly better, but I think that most people would say this is just on the surface a better card than Reproach. We'll definitely see Standard play. I've seen a couple of people in comments on like Mythic Spoilers saying like, this is almost Standard playable. Like, no, this is 100% standard playable. There are people saying they like it better than Ultimate Price. I'm sort of on the fence about that, but I think it's really comparable to Ultimate Price. This could go in like blue-white control. It could just be a removal piece for white aggro decks, although, you know, I don't like the clause that the creature has to be attacking. It doesn't work against like, things like Jace, you know, that's kind of an issue. But on the whole, the card is on the up and up. It's great removal. Instant speed, splashable, cheap, does what you want it to do, removal, and at the end of the day, it will see just staple, absolutely, definitely standard play for the next year. That's all I got for now. There were minimal spoilers today, but I'm sure there will be more tomorrow and maybe even later tonight. Wizards does that. They'll sneak some spoilers in at like either 8 in the evening or like 3 in the morning, but we're going to be looking for those. We're going to be up. Don't worry, we don't sleep during spoiler season. So we'll be here with you with all the new spoilers and stuff like that. Sub if you're new. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I really love it when you hit the thumbs up button. That helps us like tremendously. And we'll see you guys next time with more spoilers and probably a deck tech coming up here soon. We got to do those. That's why we're in business in the first place. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching, my wizards.